Alright, it seems okay. No major instances going on. Sorry about adjusting my mic. Okay. I've got chat up. I can see what's going on. Ooh, message of the day. That's fun. Sorry, I've got a little bit of gunk in my throat, apparently. Not sure why. Anyway, back to where we left off last time. The Silent Cartographer. And sorry it's a little bit quiet, because I know when I saw it last time it was a little bit hushed, but I can't control that volume. So, Marines are going to invite that way, so we're going to go this way. Just to point out something that I know of, you know. Because anytime I do this and I deviate from the path, you know, just plan on me showing you something. Up the cliff we go. Around the tree. Ooh, look, the bushes. Anyway, so this is what it used to look like. Not quite as interesting as it is now, but, you know, limitations. Again, gunk in my throat. Not good. Not good at all. That's the Famine Skull. Just in case anybody wanted to know where it was, that's where it is. So let's go see how the Marines are doing over here. Nope, they're still alive. Just a few of them. They're pushing forward too. Again, this is not something I normally see, so having Marines push forward, very good. Oh, I missed. Swing and a miss. Ah, Marines, get out of the way.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog.
I'll take a warthog.
You know our motto. We deliver.
Drop it. Drop that warthog. Alright, Marines. Tweedledum and Tweedledee, get in here.
Okay, let's move out.
Okay, they got good health. We'll take it.
That will show us the location of Halo's control center.
So if you're in the chat, say hello. I can see you. Playing on the Xbox One, so that's cool. In case you want to say hi. No? Okay. You decided to leave. That's fine.
There, in the cliff wall.
Alright.
I'll bet the silent cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Yeah, not really wasting any time in here. Just gonna get through here as best we can. That elite ran right into my tire.
Covenant are putting up a real fight. The cartographer must be here. Don't let them
Alright,
lock the
so
doors.
this probably won't work, but we're gonna try and get in this door. Ah, dang. Alright. So there is a way to jump that door before it closes, but it didn't work this time. So that's a shame. Alright, bye, Elite. You have fun in there.
Interesting. I underestimated your misunderstanding of Halo's
Again,
substance.
if anybody comments that, oh, the volume's too low,
We don't have enough
I already
firepower to
know,
get
but
through.
there's no way for me to adjust it.
Cortana to keys.
So I'm sorry. But it's as good as it gets.
Have you found the control center?
And for a couple of weeks, starting next week for sure, I'll probably won't be on Twitch often. I know TwitchCon's going on this weekend, but just gonna push out some videos today, and then I'll take a little bit of a hiatus for personal reasons. And if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. I'm not gonna go into detail in the chat why that is. So, again, not that I'm having a bad time. In fact, I'll probably have a good time. But so there's nothing to worry about there. But just letting you know.
Second squad, ready to roll as soon as everybody's topside.
Come on, Gunners, focus.
Yours, sir. Nothing moving. Good luck. Keys out.
It looks like there is a path into the interior of the island. We need to find the security override to get this door open.
I think I lost a Marine. Yep, that's him there. You are not doing much better. Come on, dude. Get up here. Come on. Come on. Push through it. Ah, so close. Now it's just sliding down the hill again. No. Oh. Well, I killed my other Marine, but I really don't care. He wasn't doing me much good anyway. Alright, we'll just do it the legit way. It's taking too long to get me up here. I was doing so well on that first run, and then it just flips over every time. Again, on Legendary mode, I'd spend a lot more time trying to get the Warthog up there, because it makes it a lot simpler, but for here, I'm not too worried about it. Get out of here. I'm not in the most comfortable positions right now, but that's okay. That is all right. As you can see, those rocket blasts would be an instant kill in Legendary. And I already drained my shield. So, wow. Explosive. Alright, that's a new one, honestly. Wasn't expecting that. So again, keep them close, they don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do. Again, try to get the gooey bits. There you go. That was a bad grenade throw. Am I in normal mode? Normal mode and just didn't realize it, or what? I don't think so. I'm still crushing them pretty good. I don't think I'm fighting them that hard. And you can see the old textures of the old enemies here. A lot darker here. A lot darker in this area. So, having it brighter with the new graphics and everything, definitely a better thing. Definitely better, especially since it's the middle of the day. It shouldn't be that dark. Again, just kind of toying with them, not really taking this too seriously. Another overshield, because why not? Now we've entered the pits. Guess who we meet here? More hunters! That was a long retreat. A couple of melee hits and he's done. Get him into a death spin. Oh, now I got stuck. That wasn't good. This is also another point where there's a secondary skull in this level. And I'll show you where it is. And I'll tell you how to get up there, because I did it once, and that's as many times as I wanted to do it.
Use the hollow panel to shut down the security
Yes, I know about the hollow panel. But so if you look right there, that's a skull, which you have to collect. Obviously, you'd need grenades when you got down here, so a plasma would be something you keep. But so you plasma grenade right here on this corner, and then you grenade jump and hold the crouch button while you're in the middle of the jump, so you can make it to this edge right here, right above me, right there. Because otherwise, you cannot get over there. And you can do it from either side. You can do it from this side, or if you prefer this side, you can do it the same way. But I've already done it once, not doing it again. It takes a while, and a lot easier here than on Legendary mode.
Good. That should open the door that leads into the main shaft.
Again, that was a preview of the door that closed on us when we tried to go into it before. For the cartographer.
Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire. Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude. Understood. We're on our way.
Not really worried about the elite, so we're just going to let them play in there. Because we have to get back where we started.
Chief, Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw
And obviously I can go back to the Warthog, but
let's move down
I'd
the
just
beach.
rather use a
Keep
shortcut
an eye out
here.
for any cargo we can salvage.
Alright, let's see what we got. There's a Warthog. There's a rocket launcher, which I think has just finally been introduced into the game, so that's cool. So, yeah, that's awesome. And normally, there's enemies over here. Ah, there they are. And they just all on that cliff side, but we don't really worry about them. We just want the weapons. So, again, can ignore all those guys. Go back to where we left our other Marine friends, see if we can pick up some more real quick. Not that they'll help us or anything, but, you know, just to have gunners. There we go. Got 2 more Marines. Plenty to spare. And again, I hate to sound like a politician with an army, but, you know, when these Marines are this bad in this game, it's just like, Again, nothing against actual Marines. I actually do like our military. I have plenty of family members who are also in the military. I think there was one who was a Marine, but I don't know exactly. But so, yeah, nothing against actual Marines. But these virtual Marines, they suck. So, again, video game logic dictates that, you know, video game police officers, especially in like GTA or something like that, usually pretty terrible. Free little cutscene that's easily avoidable. It's just completely optional. And I think if I wanted to, I could jump there and make this a shortcut. You know what? I got time. Why don't we try? So we're going to jump over here. Okay. Didn't quite survive it, but you have the idea. So, again, if I could get to these sections, that'd be great. But it's probably not going to work out in my favor ever. So, yeah. That area over there is where I want to be. But we'll just go down the normal way. Unless there's another area over here. Ooh, maybe I can make that. Alright, let's try. Nope, not quite. Okay, so even on easy mode, can't quite make it. Okay. Again, it was worth the try, because if it saved me time, that'd be great, but it doesn't seem like it will. Again, never try those jumps on Legendary. There's no point in that. Take the chute. It's a nice little shortcut down. Again, doesn't really make it harder on the way up either. Again, this is kind of where we were before. That's the platform we were at. So that would save me, like, I don't know, a few seconds, but not really anything too important. That's the way up. Don't want to be over here. Let's go over here, shall we? Looks like there's a hunter. Did I kill him? I think so. Get that hunter too. Again, on easy mode, it's a one-shot rocket kill to kill them. So they aren't a big deal anymore. Not that they ever were. Even in legendary mode, they're probably one of the easier enemy types to beat. Which is strange, but yeah. Because you can exploit them so heavily, it's pretty good.
Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
So you either do it from extreme long range. Oh.
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative.
I'll let Cortana finish.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Give him hell, Marine.
We'll be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
Again, cloaking, super important here. This is sort of a shortcut to the cartographer room. On Legendary, this will save you a bunch of hassle later, because normally people walk down this hallway. You don't want to do that. Especially with those two elites there. So the hollow panel's right there. You don't even have to touch those elites.
Center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
Cortana to Captain Keyes.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
Okay, now the long trek back up, out of where we came from. Because we got the map, and now we've figured out where the control center is for Halo. Or at least that's what they tell us it is. And again, you can see how somebody might get lost if they don't know where they're going. But generally you want to stick with cardinal direction. So if they tell you to go up, go up. If they tell you to go down, go down. Otherwise, Cortana, after like a few minutes, will give you a locator and just let you know where you're going. But we're going to try and rely on her as little as possible. Because there's no way to just ask her to tell you where to go. It's basically just, dummy, you need to figure out where you're going, sort of idea, so it'll tell you after a set amount of time. Again, legendary mode, these rooms are a pain in the ass, especially fighting upwards. Because they can see you from almost every angle, and you only have a few shots on any other angle. You're easy. You're also easy. In legendary mode, the jackals take a lot more hits, even with the shield. Again, leaving those gunners there, they help with the sword guy that comes out and spawns there, so nobody ever actually comes out for the gunners unless they're really trying. And riding up, we got the map.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Got some invisible
On my way.
elites here.
Taking heavy fire! There it is! I'm on it. Let's go.
Waiting for Foehammer to land. And then we're gonna try and trigger a quick... Oh, she knocked me off. Fuck. Alright. I was trying to jump in early and it didn't work out for me. Get out of here. Alright, so enough dicking around.
Let's get moving.
So,
Here are
that
coordinates
is
of
probably
flight
the
plan.
fastest silent cartographer you can do without the security room skip.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This delegate won't turn on a dime.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear that, but that's my controller vibrating like crazy because of the landing.
What will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Foehammer out.
Alright, so we've been dropped off. And as far as legendary mode is concerned for this area, you're kind of SOL unless you already know that these guys are coming. Because they put you right out in the open, and you need to throw a grenade before these elites start running out, because they will mess you up instantly. I don't know how many times I've died at that starting area just because I didn't plan it correctly. Again, I think grenades are doing a lot more damage here than they normally do, but that's fine. Oop, missed that one. Let's try it again. Okay, good. Breaking the glass. As you can see, it's pretty plain textured here, but in the new mode, it's pretty easy to tell you. The floor basically tells you where you need to go. And as you can see, the arrows are pointing inward, so you just kind of follow them. Now, this changes a little bit later, and I'll show you why
Interesting.
when we get to that
The
point.
weather patterns here seem natural, not artificial. I wonder if the ring's environment systems are malfunctioning. Or if the designers wanted the installation to have inclement weather.
This is Fire Team Zulu requesting immediate assistance from any
Not as many
UNSC
grunts as I was
forces.
expecting.
Does anyone copy? Over.
I didn't think there were any human forces left.
Yeah, here.
Cortana to Fire Team Zulu. I read you.
Now, this is the
Fire Team
only
Zulu,
section
is
where this
Cortana.
glass right here is
We're
breakable.
on our way.
I don't know why the other sections don't have the same sort of feature, but yeah. For whatever reason, if you're walking on this and they shoot you, you will fall down to the below level. Oh, reload. And again, no. Would I recommend running into this guy while he has a sword? Hell no. Especially in Legendary mode, because he will kill you. Normal mode, it's an instant kill. That's when it starts being an instant kill for sure. But here, I'm just sort of being reckless and running through. Again, just a sort of another area to show off in, not really anything to do with the enemies or killing them in here. I could just run past these guys for sure. But, oh, there's the elite. Knew he was in here and just wasn't eyeballing him. That's fine, I'll take a plasma rifle. Let's see. I think I want to get up there. If I could remember how. Off the top of my head, I can't remember. Actually, this might not even be the room. I may be completely off. I know there's a skull up in like these center areas here. I have to figure out how I can get up there. Nope, didn't make that jump. There, made it. Crouch jump. Yeah, I don't think this is it. Yeah, this is not the area. Okay, so that's fine. I made a mistake. Wasted time. Sorry about that. We'll move on. And I think I can get through Halo in 2 parts if I rush fast enough. Again, normally this is like a good 8-hour game if you're playing on normal difficulty, but for here, we're playing on easy, so it shouldn't take too long. Again, we're heading down into the underground. Again, these enemies will not wake up as long as you use melee. Let's see, what's in this room? There it is. That's the room I want to be in. So that's fine, I woke them up. Normally, if you're in Legendary mode, you wouldn't even worry about the skull here. In fact, I can't stress enough how important it is to be as stealthy as possible in these areas, which means crouching and watching the enemies walk back and forth until they get into an optimal position for you to stealth kill them. But for here, we don't care so much. Okay, I think it's here. It's the best spot. So I want to get on that ledge and into the center there. Oop, I missed. I messed that one up. That's fine. And again, there's no guarantee I won't die here. Absolutely none. Because my health is super low right now. So, that's fine. Legendary mode, didn't have too much of a problem. Here, yeah. I think grenades do a ton more damage. But, so, you want a grenade jump into that area. I'll see if I can find a health pack and get back. If I don't find it soon enough, I'll just leave it. But the grenade, or the skull's in that center area, and you still have to grenade jump. Switch out the plasma rifle for a better one. You can see the battery level on the top left-hand corner is at 83%. And again, there's no way to reload enemy weapons. It's all based on like a battery meter or a plasma meter or whatever you want to call it. No health pack. Okay, well that's fine. You know where it is. You can grenade jump up there or reset the checkpoint and go back to it. Again, I've already gotten it. Don't really worry about it, but it's there. It's in that section. Okay, now we're fighting. What is it? Not a Banshee. A Wraith. Wraith, that's what it is. Alright, so let's get our... Come on, get in the Warthog, gents. Get in here, shoot. Yep, that Marine just went into my back tire. And later variations, charge shots would turn off vehicles. It would stop them from functioning. But for here, it just causes me to lose my shield. Again, would I recommend staying around for any of these, weapons or anything like that? Hell no. But they want me to. Alright. Also, another thing. In Legendary mode, you definitely want to take the Scorpion. Am I going to take it now? No. But you would definitely want to. So we're just going to speed through here. Again, this is not exciting. Legendary mode, these open areas are a pain in the ass. You want that sniper rifle and that rocket launcher, but otherwise, in easy mode or any other mode, we're just going to drive past. We don't really care.
Enemy mortar tanks sighted at my position. It's gonna be a busy day.
The Covenant placed their tanks to defend the entrance to the
There's
tunnel.
another Wraith, there's some turrets, there's a ghost. Oh, well, my vehicle flipped, what a shame. Okay, going down into the hole. Again, not too worried about it, but Legendary mode, those would be a pain in the ass. Hunters, they're too slow, not worried about them either. Yeah, as long as I can avoid their rockets. Nope, they flipped my darn Warthog. Also, in this game, the Warthog in particular is invincible. It cannot be destroyed. No matter what. It can be shot as many times as you want it to be, and it will never be destroyed.
More Covenant sighted! Man, these guys are like cockroaches.
Okay, so here's another sort of freebie skull for this area. Ghost, get out of here. Alright. Enough dicking around. Get out of here. Tired of dealing with a ghost chasing me. As you can see, health in this mode, it's important, but not really. My shield's gone for the longest time now, but I'm still doing okay. So again, I'm going to show you this other skull. Pretty simple, not too hard to find. Although, considering the size of the area, it might be a little bit tricky if you don't know where it is. Get rid of the turret, bye-bye. Sayonara! Yeah. And also, there's a weapons cache over here with a rocket and another sniper rifle and all that over in that area. The direction I was pointing. These Marines have been following me everywhere. So, the skull is right there. Super simple. This one's actually easy to get. It's the malfunction skull. And then we just climb the ladder back up. So, again, if you want to know where it is, that's where it is. I already pointed out the area of the other one. You have to do a grenade jump to get in there. But you can just reset the checkpoint until you get it. Make sure to crouch jump if that helps. Again, these charge shots are getting me every time. I hate it. But I'm actually surprised the Marines survived that whole onslaught to get to this area. So, that's impressive. Gonna regen my shields just a little bit. 1 health. Again, would I normally be this reckless? Hell no, but they're just trying to save time here. Obviously, you could drive the tank. It's pretty much invincible as well. And it's got tank rounds and a machine gun that you can fire on your own without any help from Marines. So that's super helpful. But the Warthog's just faster. It is just faster. We're climbing the hill. They're still shooting at us. Not too big of a deal. Master Chief's just like, yeah, it's okay. Not a big deal. Again, a lot of areas in here for weapons and vehicles, including a cloaking device in the middle of this building. The cloaking device you can use that'll help you against this Wraith over here just a little bit if you're firing rockets. But otherwise, we're just going to let it be. More hunters. Again, they do not... do not spare any expense here. Hunters, hunters, and hunters. Okay. Here come the Marines.
Eliminated all the Marine forces in this area.
Oop. Killed one because I'm sliding on the ice. Not intentionally, of course. Again, if I get a vehicle kill on any of these guys, or like if I like bash them just like my Marines, they'll die instantly because it counts as a vehicle kill. We're gonna activate the camo, pick up a few more rockets, a health pack, because why not? Reload this. Alright, good. So that's set. Just gonna walk through. Take care of that elite. Again, more rockets on this side, plus some weapons. Moving through, moving through.
Look like the Covenant dug it up there in those rocks, Chief. Totally empty.
Scared the grunts.
Marines, hold your position.
They know where I am now, but again, when you're in legendary mode, that cloaking device you want to use as optimally as you can, because it's about to run out right about now. There we go. So once you grab that cloak, you book it over to this door, and you just leave those enemies alone. You don't trigger them, anything like that. The ones you will have to worry about is those elites that come out the door, because you will turn and like visible right as soon as you walk through this door, no matter what. Because the cloaking is just that far back. Again, since we're playing on easy, I'm not too worried about it here. This is mostly just me showing how to get through these levels, giving some information on my insight into it. Because I have beaten it on Legendary. I will show you after this whole playthrough is done, but we're just going to power through it. Because this level alone normally takes me, I want to say 2 or 3 hours to complete on Legendary. But here I'm probably going to do it in, I don't know, 20 minutes? I'm probably already at that mark, but we're getting there. I already passed the door. Stupid me. Right here. So follow the arrows. And we'll ride the elevator up. So we went from one tower to another. There's a friend right here. Knock him right the hell out. Use some rockets while we have them, maybe. Again, not too terrible of an area, but in Legendary mode, this section right here can be a little bit tricky. Just with the number of jackals, because they all have shields, and if you have rockets, they'll bounce off. You'll hit yourself in the face with them. Or if you have grenades, they'll try to dodge roll out of the way, so you just want to make sure you stick something. Again, I don't think there's anything in here, but this is another area just like the room before with the skull. Again, I don't think it's here. I think it's the first one that we saw in that one room where the skull is. Because I tried this with a friend before, and I thought it was this room, but it was definitely the other room. Because it has the vent tube underneath, I think. See, does this one have it? Nah, not really. So it's a broken tube. But that's okay. Again, might as well use explosives and grenades. Not really anything we're going to save them for. I can basically just run to the endpoint and it'll equate to the same thing here. I believe that one melee missed. A lot of grunts here, just to spare some trouble later. Because they will come up from behind me and be like, oh yeah, I saw him. But nope, they're completely unconscious, just taking a nap. That jackal was an idiot about that. 2 elites right there. I missed both somehow. So that's a skill in itself. However, I'm very good at it in the worst time, so if you've seen Fire Emblem, you know it's pretty good. When I miss, I really miss. Invisible elite. Or cloaked elite, I guess. Or I guess. My enunciation needs some work, but I'll get there. So, again, just helping myself out not to make fun of anybody. Because I know how awful that does sound to people. Oh, elite got his back turned to me. That was a foolish thing to do. This room can be particularly tricky if you don't know what's going on. Especially in legendary mode, because these elites will walk around and, yeah, you just want to assassinate as many as you can and get to this door. Because on the other side, nobody's there. Okay, nobody triggered. That's good. I was worried that somebody might. Wait. No, I walked back to where I was. Stupid me. That was bad. Alright, so that was dumb. See, like I said, you can easily get lost if you don't know where you're going. And even because I know where I'm going, I still got lost. So, yeah, that was me just not paying attention. So, yeah, I killed the elite and just completely blocked it out of my mind. Here we go. Alright. Again, not really worried about these enemies. Otherwise, I wouldn't normally be in legendary mode, but for right now, it's okay. The elite saw me because you can hear what he was talking about. The voices for the elites are basically just the same words that the Sarge normally says on the battlefield, which is the human equivalent, except in reverse. So you'll hear it and you'll be like, "Root, root, root," like go 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 backwards is like og og og. Yeah. So the elites and Sarge have a tie-in that respect. Yeah, just a little fun piece of trivia for you in case you didn't know. And I think that was just to save space, because there was a lot of data going into this game, especially at the time. Again, it changes up a little bit later, but we'll see why in Halo 2 onward. Yes, you saw me, aren't you fabulous? As long as they don't fire their weapon while they're looking at you, it usually doesn't count as them seeing you, but because I think that one jackal was able to get out some words, it triggered. Again, just going, following the arrows. Follow the arrows. Again, this is still probably very slow. I'm still probably taking like the longest route, but I know these two towers are separated by a huge ravine, as you could tell by the scorpion run I had to do to get here, but, you know, that's okay. Anything going on in there? Oh. Bye! Not worried about the hunters. They're fairly slow, and there's only the two of them. Not worried about it. I think once I enter this door, though, more enemies spawn. Here we go. In certain areas, you can go only a certain way, because they'll have a wall blocking the actual direct path. But I have a pretty good idea where those are. If I had a super weapon, where would I keep it?
This must be the control room. Subtle.
Again, gonna try and
The
keep the
entrance to
elite
control
away
center
from
is
here.
on top of that pyramid structure.
Alright, so now I can
There
steal
should
this
be able to
Banshee,
get us
but
inside.
in case you missed the Banshee or something like that happens, let's wait for this guy. Oh, I missed. Oh, wow, that was bad. They normally follow a line. Come on. Come here, Butterball. There, got him there. Alright, so, with a full shield, no matter what, you can make this jump and survive this fall onto this bridge and just walk down. And I'll show you. So, we're going to take this Banshee. You can walk down this path, and if you do, okay, got that elite. You want to fall down into this pit. You can get here any number of ways, but obviously the way I told you is probably the best way. And there's the terminal right here. So you can use a terminal here. It's right under the bridge line, and you'll be good to go. Got a reload of rockets and everything else. Showed you the skull spots in this map, so that was a good thing. But now we're just going to go to the end of the level, which is in the exact opposite direction of where I currently am. Banshee still appears in good shape. Fired a missile just for style. Another missile. So we want to go in here. Oop. Obviously I'm going to use the Banshee to get forward a little bit farther in here, but legendary mode, this Banshee does not last long at all. So do not use it. You can use it to fly down off the cliff, but after that, just let it go. Here, it works better, because there's two doors, but the elites will kill you far before you ever get to the second door. It's just not a good idea, unless you have some distance. And even then, I still wouldn't recommend using the Banshee, because it can get shot down super easy. So the door opened. Alright, where's my Banshee? Again, this probably won't save me any time, but just because we're going to use it. Hopefully we'll get a fun little trigger at the end of the cutscene here. Okay, gotta wait for these doors to open. So yep, there's the Banshee.
This is it. Halo's control center. That terminal, try there.
You all right?
Never been better. You can't imagine the wealth of information. The knowledge, so much, so fast. It's glorious.
So, what sort of weapon is it?
What are you talking about?
Let's stay focused. Halo, how do we use it against the Covenant?
This ring isn't a cudgel, you barbarian. It's something else. Something much more important. The Covenant were right. This ring, it's Forerunner. Give me a second to access. Yes, the Forerunner built this place, what they called a fortress world, in order to... Wait. No, that can't be. Oh, those Covenant fools. They must have known. There must have been signs.
Slow down. You're losing me.
The Covenant found something, buried in this ring, something horrible, and now they're afraid.
Something buried. Where?
The captain, we've got to stop the captain.
Keys? What
The
do we...
weapons cache he's looking for, it's not really... We can't let him get inside.
I don't understand.
There's no time. Get out of here, find keys, stop him. Before it's too late!
And the dumb part is she says that, and yet at the same time, she could have relayed the information she needed to give him in that same amount of time. So, again, this'll come into play later on, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Again, for the sake of the game, I understand why they did it this way, but still.
The last transmission from the captain's dropship was from this area. That was over 12 hours ago. When you locate Captain Keyes, radio in, and I'll come pick you up.
Alright. So, in this map, you're supposed to go that way. But this sort of just throws you a freebie skull right off the bat. So I'll show you where that is. Not this tree. Or was it that tree? Maybe it was. Okay, so we jump in. The tree's here. Is it not here? Am I not gone far enough? Maybe. No, there's a bigger drop. Yeah, so I haven't gone far enough. Sorry. I'll get there. Hold on to your pants. Again, still going to the left. We can see what looks to be a cliff there. There we go. Alright, so between these two trees, and there's a way to get there from this cliff side, but you just slide down. The skull's right here. That's the recession skull. Again, free achievement, free points. Just in case you wanted to know while you're playing Master Chief Collection. Not too hard. Oh, again, I cut the corner too early. Okay, so there's two alcoves. You want to go to the farthest one back. Okay, you can hear some radio chatter going on in here. Couple of free health packs in the beginning, which is never a good sign. More health packs here. And what you will see that's different here versus any other mode in this game, they give you a shotgun right off the bat. So this is the God tier weapon. This is the weapon that will kill anything in any mode at any level from close range. Right now, since we're outside, we're just going to use the assault rifle. But when we get inside, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's basically a one-hit kill for anything as long as you're at close range. So again, Covenant dropship came in, dropped off some units. Not too terribly important. We follow around to the left. Kill a jackal. That's important. Remember to keep that in mind. And kill another jackal. Jump on the tree. Melee this jackal, that's also important. Again, I'm saying this and being completely facetious. And if you don't know what facetious is, it means sarcastic. Or something close to it. So, you know, just take it as it is. Again, I have to plan for somebody watching this video, and depending on what level their education is, they might not know. Again, those Covenant units, they'll just run out the door no matter which level. They won't fire at you at all. Unless you stick around to try and fight them. But for this mode, we're just gonna, you know, sort of rush it again. And this mode can get super confusing, and I know where I'm going in this mode, and I still get lost sometimes. So I'll try to keep track of where everything is, just try to follow along my path, and then I'll give you a good idea. So that's the wall, that's the back wall, this is where we want to go, follow the green symbols on the doors. Oh, look, these Covenants are just hiding. Again, shotgun took out most of the Covenant in this room with just a few shots. Again, just because of the range. Again, here, dead. This weapon cannot fail. As you can see, there's supposed to be a bridge here, but the panel is broken, sparking, as you can see. So it's not going to work. But there's another panel over there that lets us know, alright, so we're going to have to come back out eventually, and that's our way to do it. Again, name of the game is Punch the Covenant. The way you play is you punch the Covenant. Rules explained. done, good to go. Again, these jackals I'm not really worried about. Legendary mode, you worry about everything, including grunts. Because if you have like 10 grunts on you, even in legendary mode, you're definitely going to die. A lot of needler rounds down there. So remember we jumped up here, but remember those needler rounds are there. It lets us know we're going in the right direction when we come back. This guy's lost his mind and he's shooting at us. Super accurate with his shots. So we're just going to let him be. And again, he's a Marine. He's supposed to be on our side, and yet he's just firing at me randomly. And normally you're just supposed to like put him out of his misery and just shoot him because he does damage to you, but you know, it doesn't matter. He's going to die anyway. He sounds like Caboose from Red vs. Blue. I don't think he is, but he sounds like him when he's yelling. Again, energy bridge. So that's been activated. All these doors are red, so you can't go through them. There's that green door down there, but for the most part, as you can see, red symbols on the door. That one's got the big paneling above it, so you can kind of tell that's where we need to go back. Nothing here yet. Again, this is normally the section where we'd start to think about getting the shotgun, because the shotgun is not really given to you in legendary mode at all. Not until midway through this level. So that starting shotgun for easy mode is just kind of there to get you used to it for this game. We'll watch the cutscene here, hold on.
This old stuff, Sarge.
Watch your mouth, son. This stuff is your history. It should remind you grunts what we're fighting to protect.
Hey, if the Covenant want to wipe out this particular part of my history, that's fine by me.
Yeah, better it than us. You ask them real nice next time you see them, Vicente. I'm sure they'll be happy to oblige.
LZ looks clear. I'm bringing us down.
Go, go, go! Stay close, Jenkins. Mendoza, move it up! Wait here for the captain and his squad, then get your ass inside.
Sir!
Okay, let's move!
Which is weird, right? I mean, look at it. Something scrambled the insides.
What's that? Plasma scoring?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was an accident, you know, friendly fire or something?
What do we have, Sergeant? Looks like a Covenant patrol. Badass elite units. All KIA.
Real pretty. Friend of yours?
Nah, we just met.
Right, well, let's get this door open.
I'll try, sir. But it looks like these Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir. Got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
What's going on, soldier?
He's got contact. Blast them. But they're not Covenant. They're just tearing through us. What? Oh, no!
Corporal, do you copy? Over. Mendoza, get your ass back up to second squad's position and find out what the hell is going on.
But
I don't have time for your lip, soldier. I gave you an
Sarge!
order.
Listen!
What is that?
Where's that coming from, Mendoza?
I don't... There! Mira!
Hold still! Hold still! Let him have it!
Sergeant, we're surrounded.
God damn it, Jenkins! Fire your weapon!
There are too many,
Don't
Sarge!
even think about it, Marine.
What is it, Loco?
Get back here, Marine! That's an order!
Jenkins!
So just to give you an idea of what went on there, Jenkins had a helmet recorder, and Master Chief just tapped into it to see what was going on. So, again, if that wasn't obvious, I don't know what to tell you, but yeah, that's what happened. Oh look! The flood! Again, they kind of give you this idea in this game that the Flood are like these super terrible units that even the elites and the Covenant fear, but at the same time, the Covenant is far tougher than these guys ever were. The only way that the Flood actually gets sort of tough is if you start using alien weaponry to try to take them out, because that's the only way that these guys actually sort of just survive the blast. I mean, you can still use like plasma rifles and be okay, but it's just they aren't that significant. If you use actual physical rounds, the Covenant or the Flood don't stand a chance. And you can see what they did is they took over the elites' dead bodies, and yeah, now they have a physical form with legs and arms. So you'll see a bunch of these units with like different weapons. That's the only way to really get a shotgun in Legendary mode, is just to find one that had a shotgun that was equipped, and then kill him and take his weapon. So, again, not anything too particularly impressive. Doors open. None of the side door... Oh, wait, there's a side door over there that's open. But you know what? We're just trying to get out of here, so let's just walk back. Again, you can see that's where we came from, is over here. Because if you remember, that was all there before. So, we're just going to let the Covenant and the Flood fight each other, because that's what they do. Don't really need to worry about them. They'll kill each other off. We're just going to head this way. Oop, missed that one. But yeah, the shotgun is the god weapon in this game, because A, there's no friendly fire with this weapon, as far as if you fire a rocket, it does have a bigger damage that it sort of puts out, but at the same time, if I'm going the right way, I think I like circled around. Let's see where this takes me. I think it's back to the room I was in. Yeah, okay. So, Again, I gotta keep track of where I'm going here. I think... Yeah, okay, so there's the door. Again, I'll take a look. I'll make sure I'm not going back and forth. So like I said, it's a little bit tricky to remember where you're going exactly, but as long as you look for like little markers on the floor and you remember the doors you went through, you're okay. Because there's no markers here telling you, hey, you've been here. And some things aren't obvious, like, did you know you had to get to the second floor of this area? Well, now you do. Because of these boxes right here. And again, wouldn't really know that to be too particularly obvious. And I'm sure some playtesters were having a heyday with that one. But, yeah. So we entered this room, free shotgun rounds on the floor. I believe there's a terminal here? No? That wasn't here. Okay, I don't know where it was here. Oh, no, I do know where the terminal is. But, again, it's not super important. I'll show you when we get there. It's one of the elevators. Yep, we're going the right way. Alright. So again, just look for these like little check markers just to let you know that, hey, I'm going the right direction. You can see there's an elevator here, so let's start that up. We're going down. The Flood are following. They're damaging my shield right now, but again, they're not too much of a problem, especially the little Flood. Even in Legendary mode, the damage that they do to your shielding is not that great. You just run around and wait for it to recharge. The bigger ones, however, their melee damage is significant, so try to keep them at a far away distance, no matter if they've got a weapon equipped or not. You don't want to get hit by the melee. Again, once you enter this room, you can see some stuff has been knocked over, and if you walk up here, there's an overshield. So that's free. Again, something for Legendary mode just to help you get through this a little bit quicker. Okay, so here's the malfunctioning light bridge. And we definitely need to get to that side, over to that door on the right. So, what you would normally think is, hell yeah, I can just time it and then somehow make the jump. But it doesn't really work out that way here. Yeah, so no matter how hard you try, you're not going to make that. I don't even know if you could do it with a proper grenade jump or not, but... So we have to get to the second floor here. Again, we can see some knocked over stuff over here. Maybe that's our way up. Looks to be it. Okay. And you're like, how do you know where to go? And, well, again, played Halo quite a lot. Quite a lot. And I've been stuck in here for... I don't know, a couple of hours when I first played this, because, not that I'm directionally challenged, but all the rooms look the exact same no matter what you did. They look the same, so I had to really pay attention to what I was looking for when I was trying to tell the difference. And the only real way to know that is just look at the paneling, look at the sights, and then just make sure that, okay, so that's different from the other room just slightly enough. And again, updated graphics kind of help out a little bit, but, you know, just sort of depends. So there's no door up here. We can just fall through. There's a door down here that's been busted open. Looks like a good bet. Okay, now the question is, where do I want to go from here? Do I want to go across? I think across is our better option. Let's go there. Alright, now we enter another room. But there's an open door, and it's red. I think we want to go to the second level. Just some sort of a hunch. And you can see a lot of weapons up here. Will you go away kindly? And again, the Flood, again, you want piercing weapons, so human weapons are vastly superior on the Flood. Again, that jump is just high enough for you to get up. Then we go over here. Green door. We saw the red door was open on the first floor, but we definitely want this door instead. And that gets us to where we need to be, and this was the first light bridge. If you can see way over there, that was the malfunctioning unit before. But now that it works, and again, melee is not a good option for the Flood for any means. Never use melee on the Flood. You definitely want a weapon. If you don't have a weapon, you need to find a weapon, because melee will not help you in Legendary mode against the Flood. It only really works on the small ones, but the small ones have an explosive sort of impact when you do that. Alright, so now we're out of the underground. We found our way back to the beginning.
This is Echo 419. Chief, is that you? I lost your signal when you disappeared inside the structure. What's going on down there? I'm tracking movement all over the place.
Okay, pick up some shotgun rounds. Those will always be there.
We've been lost out here for hours. After we lost contact with the rest of the mission, we headed for the RV point, and then these things, they ambushed us. We gotta get out of here.
There's a large tower a few hundred meters from your current position. Find a way above the fog and foliage canopy, and I can move in and pick you up.
Okay, so now we're looking for a tower out in the middle of the woods. Again, at this point, you just follow the red dots. If you follow where the enemies are, you'll be in good hands. Good idea for Legendary mode, just keep running. Just keep booking it. There's no reason to fight all of the Flood. I think it is based on a kill counter, how soon it activates, but you definitely want all the help you can get, and you'll see here in a moment how this works out. So you can see lights over there. And I see more Marines here, so that's good. Oh, I went right back to where I started. Okay, not a good idea. Sorry. Didn't mean to get you lost. Sorry. Okay, but we run back to the woods. So water's a good indicator. Try to stay in the water as best you can, heading downward. And then if the Marines still manage to survive, you can try to follow them a little bit. There we go. Alright, so there's the lights I was looking for. They're red. Alright, so red lights are good indicators. Follow them. And this ending trigger is based on a kill count, I believe. I'm not sure, I'm not 100%, but it is based on a kill counter and being near this tower. It's to some degree. And you'll see there's a lot of yellow units that came out. That's the Sentinels. And the Sentinels will help you out quite a significant amount, because the Flood just don't know how to handle inorganic units. Again, at this point, once you've reached this tower, just run around it a little bit. There we go.
Greetings. I am the monitor of Installation 04. I am 343 Guilty Spark. Someone has released the Flood. My function is to prevent it from leaving this installation, but I require your assistance. Come, this way.
Chief, I've lost your signal. Where'd you go? Chief! Chief!
Alright, enter the library.
We must collect the index before we can activate the installation.
Alright, we automatically get a shotgun here. Normally that wouldn't be the case. It would normally be an assault rifle in Legendary mode. Yeah, not too worried about these units. Again, in Legendary mode, I would be, because I just let the little ones drain my shield a little bit and then go from there. But here, it's not a big deal. we're just gonna keep moving. Again, if anybody's got a shotgun, that still counts as like a good 3-shot kill against Master Chief, even in easy mode. So if I hear that's going on, or you can tell difference based on the sound of the gun, because it will sound just like my gun. Then I'll turn around and try to knock them out. I just have to figure out which unit has it. There's one right there. He's got assault rifles, not a good thing. I went too far. Yes, I did. Because Guilty Spark's right there. Oh, and I completely forgot to point out the... terminal, but when you're riding on the second elevator going upward, you jump off just before it starts going too far up, and there's the terminal there. So... Again, I forgot to remember that, but I did remember it, I just forgot to point it out, so I'm sorry. This one's a little bit trickier because you have to go up, I think, 3 elevators before you can actually get to the skull and the terminal here.
You brought such ineffective weapons to combat the Flood, despite the containment protocols.
There's a needler behind me, so to help me out, I'm gonna take out the floor panel.
The Flood must not escape the installation.
Getting hit with a needler. I can feel it. Because my controller tells me. That was one of the things about the PC that was a little frustrating, is you couldn't tell if you were getting hit by a weapon, because there was no rumble feature in a mouse, you know? So it's just like you had to have an indicator at all times. Again, shotgun enemies. Gonna take our time to try and shoot. Try to look in these pits every once in a while. You'll notice that sometimes they'll have an overshield or some sort of ability that will help you out for a short amount of time. So it's always good to have those. And in Legendary mode, you basically want to take your time. Because with all these enemy units, there are some areas where you can run, some areas you can't. These areas you can get away with running, but you're being chased. So if you start hearing weapons going off behind you, you just start throwing grenades at your feet. And I'll show you like right here. That'll take care of anybody running behind you. Plasma grenades do this really well, so you throw a plasma grenade, keep on running. And then that takes care of the mess behind you. And you're gonna clear the board a little bit. There we go. And if you see these big old globs here, they act like an explosive for the Flood. So if you shoot them while they're next to enemies, they will explode them. Still got my pistol. Pistol's not really effective against the Flood. It is all piercing. You want something with more of a scatter effect. So shotguns, assault rifles, plasma rifle will work, but it's not perfect. Anything like that, and explosives, obviously. He's going to bring in some sentinels, I believe, from this section. There they are. And sentinels will help you out even in Legendary mode because of their natural flying abilities. And you might be wondering why I'm talking over 343 Guilty Spark. He basically says nothing. He's just like, you know, just all the la-di-da. I'm so excited that the Flood are actually getting to come out and play. And it's just like, really? So he sounds sort of evil, but at the same time, he's just an AI. So that's all he really knows is experimentation. So we'll go ahead and take the assault rifle, because why not? Again, you can see that the assault rifle is doing enough damage for, you know, a few kills here and there. Nowhere near the level of the shotgun, which one shot, one kill, one shot, one kill. But yeah, it just depends on the situation. So finding corners and staying hidden will keep the flood off your back as well. Like, there's a good corner over here, as long as nobody saw you come over here. Because a lot of these doors are time sensitive. There's no kill trigger or anything like that that activates them sooner or later. So, again, all important things to keep in mind. And the shotgun does reload 1 bullet at a time, so reloading often is a good help, but if you need to use the full round, make sure you have the time to reload later, because you will end up in an area with a lot of enemies, and if you have to reload your gun, it will take an impressive amount of time when you're in the middle of a firefight. Oh, that's a rocket. Again, I'll take the rocket launcher. Again, explosives are never a bad idea. And it's not over there.
Please wait here.
Please wait here, he says. So normally there's a terminal in one of these sections, but I think it's 2 more floors above. I'll double check because it'll glow slightly. So basically, yeah, he's like, wait here, and then, you know, he leaves the door half open so the flood can come through, which is not fun. But that's just how 343 is. And yes, that is his name. His name is 343 Guilty Spark. Again, you just follow the blue orb whenever you see it. Yeah, and if you can find a tunnel area, that's gonna help you quite a lot. Quite a significant amount. Oop, I missed that one. Some of the flood are eating me. That was a little bit hurtful. That's fine. Normally that would be an instant kill because the flood, once your shields are down, will drain your energy like no tomorrow. Again, hitting your target would be good. Of course, that requires good aim, and sometimes I have it, sometimes I don't. Again, check these back areas just in case there's health packs, usually.
Your environment should serve you well when the flood begins to alter the atmosphere. You are a good lad.
And again, see, you can see how he's quirkily talking to me, like, oh yeah, you had a good idea in mind. That's a rocket. Again, you can see a lot of explosive guys over here, so that's a good thing. The rocket launcher's right here. There we go. Got 2 rounds. You can see all the mini flood trying to get me. And once if they run into you while you have a shield, they kill themselves. So, you know, it's good to just take that hit in legendary mode for a little bit until your shield starts to go down, and then just run away until it regens, because they are not accurate with their jumps. And the only way they can really affect you is when they're jumping at you. So, yeah, you're good to go as long as you keep running around with the little flood around. The big flood, you definitely want to kill. So, bigger flood take priority. The little flood are just little nuisances. But depending on where you are, you just want to take care of the bigger guys first, little flood later. And if you're just dealing with little flood, just recharge your shields, let them all die, and then move on to the next section, because you do not want them chasing you by any means, because numbers get significant after a while. Again, I love these little title cards they have in the bottom right. But I don't want to ride the elevator. And again, the elevator being locked to a floor is kind of awful, but, you know, that's fine. Okay, more sentinels. Good to go.
The other species currently on the installation is responsible for releasing the flood. They seem most persistent in their attempts to access restricted areas.
And you can see a tunnel down here, so we're going to follow along with it. Again, legendary mode, if you have an open area and you haven't checked every corner and nook, you definitely want to do so, because there's health packs and all sorts of things hiding about. For this run, we're not too worried about it. and if you shoot one of the little guys and they burst, you'll notice that the guy right next to them will usually burst as well, so they chain react to explosions. Again, the music tells you that there's an overwhelming amount of flood that's coming after you. You can hear it now, it's sort of jarring. Unless I had to cut it out, which might be the case, because that happens. Again, just let the little flood come after you. You can see they don't do too much damage, but you know, it's just annoying to have them on your screen, just like, oh yeah, we're here. It's like, no, you're not really. You're just annoying. My shield's already regened. Alright, so as you can see in this area, again, let me take care of that guy. You can see something flashing over there. The only way to get over there is to go this way. That's a terminal. So you jump over these. Jump over the next one. Just keep jumping. Again, we'll take the shortcut back. So, this takes you here. The terminal's right here. You can see it glowing. Again, this is like the 3rd floor because it's the 2nd ride up the elevator we took. And we can use the terminal here. Again, that's all there really is over here, I believe. I don't think there's any weapons or anything like that. Well, maybe. Maybe there's a weapon. Let's see. Anything back here? No. Okay. So yeah, it's just the terminal. But you can see it glowing from that door once you enter it. Glows yellow. Got a little fun cutscene with 343 Guilty Spark. Again, you get to learn a little bit more about the character. Of course, 343 Guilty Spark is just an AI who's been around for a couple thousand years, so... Again, those details aren't exactly relayed in the Halo games, but Halo Channel goes to great detail to sort of fill us in. So this is where we were going. Not exactly the shortest way to do that. Obviously, you can just go left from the door we entered, and then we'll end up over here.
The installation was specifically built to study and contain the flood. Their survival as a race was dependent upon it. I am grateful to see that some of them survived to reproduce.
See what I mean, though? Like, 343 is just like, oh man, I'm so glad they lived so they can make more of themselves. And it's just like, thanks, 343, you're great. And while he's talking, Master Chief is fighting, and 343 is just like, well, I'll help you out a little bit here and there, but I'm not going to actually directly do anything. So, 343 Guilty Spark will just let you die. Like, he's not doing anything to help you, not doing anything to protect you. He'll summon a sentinel every now and again, but other than that, it's not much of anything that he's doing. So a trick for this room in particular. If you don't want to fight the flood, you can just hide in this area here, and unless they've seen you come back here, they will not come for you. Unless they saw you enter this area, they will not come for you. And again, I'll exploit it now, but yeah. The flood have no idea how to get over here. So in Legendary mode, this area is a godsend because it's a big, old, compact area just full of flood. And it is just a waiting game. So I'm waiting for 343 to get back. Sometimes the flood get a little more curious later on, but for the moment we can just sit here. And again, as long as we don't move forward, they have no idea where to go. Again, you can hear 343 sort of humming. We just waiting for him to open the door. There we go. So once the door opens, you book it. Legendary mode, you just book it from here. And there's more sentinels out here, which is always a good startup, because anybody who is following you gets destroyed by them. Not to say that the sentinels can't also get destroyed, but as a good rule of thumb, if they're there, they're going to clean up the mess you left behind. the elevator again. And a big problem, not particularly in this mode, but in Legendary, is weapon ammunition. So anybody has a shotgun and you see them drop it, you need to remember where they dropped it. Because if you start running out of ammunition, you're in trouble. Especially towards the end of this mission. Okay, elevator exit. This is the last floor, thank goodness. Again, they remove my reticle every time they do that black screen where they try to show the title card. I don't like it. They've done it in like almost every Halo, and it's just like, I don't know where I'm shooting, so I just sort of focus the center of the screen where I think I need to be, and then hope that I actually hit them. So this one's sort of a forced underground travel. You can go through the door, I think, but I don't know if it'll work. So this one's just sort of a shortcut, but as you can see, it's filled with a lot of the Flood. Again, this is the first level where you actually learn the name of the enemy is the Flood. But yeah, so now we're in this section. You can see the enemies that were behind us are now following us in here. You can sort of exploit the same trick here, but it doesn't work too well in this room as it does in the other room. So again, it's just a waiting game at this point. You can see that guy over there is a little confused. We'll help him out a little bit. Again, the bounce for some reason delayed the trigger for the explosion. I don't know why. Did I go the right way? So, okay, when I exited the tunnel, I came out to the left. So, yeah, it's got to be this way. There we go. Okay, so he's opening the door now. I don't know why he was taking so long. Health pack there. Keep that in mind. Again, so those little nooks and crannies in this area, you'll find health packs and weapons and all that fun stuff, so. So, this is the final door. However, it's also one of the longest doors that opens because of, well, this problem behind me here. And then they open the door a little bit here, and you can see some units start jumping out of there. So again, these are all fun mechanics. So what's the trick for this in Legendary mode? Well, I haven't really found a good one. But if you just keep running down this hallway will eventually end, and the Flood will keep chasing you. But as long as you do the grenade trick you were doing before, you'll thin them out enough to where you can survive. Hopefully I don't die here. Again, this is easy mode and I'm still getting my ass kicked. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Now normally the way you exit this round is you head to the center there. But for the skull, don't do that. For the skull, you don't want to accidentally trigger the end of the game until you get around, and I'll show you where it is. It's going to be a long little jaunt. Nope, need to reload. So we'll use the grenade trick. Use another grenade trick. Again, you can see on your monitor there where the red dots are. They're definitely following you. So just timing your grenades and the distance will help you significantly. Oh, did I hit myself? Oh, I think I stuck my own foot. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so I lost a bit of time there. Alright. So getting back to it. Sorry, I didn't mean to stick my own foot. That's bad. That was really bad. So, but Guilty Spark will open this door, Flood will start swarming out. It's a great time. Again, if an enemy has a shotgun, it's usually a one-hit kill depending on which range they shot you from with it. So you definitely don't want them to shoot you. Not with a shotgun. They can shoot you with just about anything else, but the shotgun and rockets and anything that will cause like the burst effect of a one-hit kill will destroy you. Alright, so again, I'm going to try and clear the field while I'm here. Can't believe I stuck myself. That was bad. But that's okay. So, and these floods will just keep coming. And of course, you can just walk backwards. I think it's a little bit slower to do it that way, but it's fine. Alright, so it's pretty clear over here. Normally there's like a swarm of flood following me at this point, and all of these sort of areas with vents would pop open, flood would just pop out of nowhere. But so, to trigger the end of the level, we just head toward the center, but if we want the skull, we have to go all the way to this end, and you'll see it right here, on the opposite end of where we came in. So we grab it from the far side, that's the eye patch skull, again, another achievement, and then we head for the center. So that's the terminal and the skull for this level.
The energy barrier surrounding the index will deactivate when we reach the ground floor. You may now retrieve the index. Protocol requires that I take possession of the index for transport. Your organic form renders you vulnerable to infection. The index must not fall into the hands of the flood before we reach the control room and activate the installation. The flood is spreading. We must hurry.
So Guilty Spark activated his teleportation. TLDR, what is that? Beat the par time on the library. Okay, nice.
Which means that any organism with sufficient mass and cognitive capability is a potential vector. Is something wrong?
No, nothing.
Splendid, shall we? I am a genius. Unfortunately, my usefulness to this particular endeavor has come to an end. Protocol does not allow units with my classification to perform a task as important as the reunification of the index with the core. That final step is reserved for you, Reclaimer. Odd. That wasn't supposed to happen.
Oh, really?
Cortana.
I've spent the last 12 hours cooped up in here watching you toady about, helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on now. He's a friend.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in the core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off!
What impertinence! I shall purge you at once!
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh!
Do what? I have the index. You can just float and sputter.
Enough! The flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their food. Humans, Covenant, whatever. We're all equally edible. The only way to stop the Flood is to starve them to death. And that's exactly what Halo is designed to do. Wipe the galaxy clean of all sentient life. You don't believe me? Ask him.
Is it true?
More or less. Technically, this installation's pulse has a maximum effective radius of 25,000 light years. But once the others follow suit, this galaxy will be quite devoid of life. Or at least any life with sufficient biomass to sustain the flood. But you already knew that. I mean, how couldn't you?
Left out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
We need to go. Right now.
Last time you asked me, if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Get us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take her from you.
That's not going to happen.
So be it. Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
Look out!
Alright, so that's where I'm going to leave it off for right now. We're going to make a hard cut here. But, again, had one person in the chat earlier. I guess they decided to leave, but that's fine. So, if you enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any thoughts or ideas, or you want to rag on me in the comments, that's fine. Otherwise, you could say good things. I mean, I'm okay with that too. But, so yeah, again, I know in the video it's sort of quiet, and maybe it's not exciting that I'm playing on easy, and I can understand that, but if you want to see me frustrated, you know, you can go ahead and say that you want to see me do legendary. It's not exciting though. It's not fun to watch, I'm sure. It'll just be me getting angry and being like, ah, fuck, I died again. So, but we do get through it. It is possible. I've done it. Anybody can do it. But later on, I'll continue, finish off Halo. We'll move on to like Halo 2 or Halo 4 or Halo 3, and then we'll go from there.